9 at 9 has puppy dogs, skiing birds, and fashion blogs. Start at 9, go down to 1. Oh, Mikey, we're having fun.
All right, number 9, here's a hilarious prediction about television. The year was 1945. A man named Dyson Carter shared his comments in the Chicago Sun-Times. Of course, it would be interesting to see movies in your living room for a while, but 4 hours an evening or even one show every night is just too much, see? Tests show that people will not watch movies at home nearly as often or as long as they will listen to the radio. Boy, was he right.
And number 8, Hawaii loves Spam, and Spam loves Hawaii. And last week, Hormel, the maker of Spam, sent 5 truckloads of Spam products to Hawaii in the wake of the fires that have devastated parts of Maui. That's 264,000 cans of Spam.
Wow.
The bond between Spam and Hawaii spans decades. Hormel Foods introduced the blue can lunch meat in 1937. They also sent 100 million pounds of Spam to Allied troops during World War II. And since Hawaii has some military bases, it really took hold. After the war, Hawaii's increased population of Chinese, Japanese, and Filipino migrant workers started loving Spam. And now it's served with most breakfasts there with rice and eggs. And by the way, Spam is pork with ham, salt, water, potatoes, starch, sugar, and sodium nitrate.
Some clean eating there. All right, number 7, let's talk about the wonders of purple shampoo. This is for the blondes out there, whether real or enhanced. Purple shampoo is a neutralizer that helps get rid of the brassy and yellow tones. It's especially useful between touch-ups and visits to the salon. The brighter the purple, the more dramatic the results you'll have. But here's the thing. You don't want to overuse the purple shampoo or you'll risk looking dull, so you're going to want to rotate that with the regular sulfate-free kind. And if you're a brunette, you want to try blue shampoo, but those tips are for another day. I've got a lot on my blog. Polly Goes Purple with 4 lowercase p's. It's dropping at 7 Southeastern time tonight.
So can't wait.
Be ready.
Thanks, buddy.
Yep.
Number 6, this is a little random, but back in 2010, Charlie Rose had a long interview with Jay-Z in front of an audience at a museum. And here's a moment where Rose asked him about Tupac.
Tell me about Tupac. Can I explain something here tonight? I hope y'all clap because I'm about to say exactly what y'all think. White people always.
Be careful. Be careful.
No, I can say this because I'm so not a racist. White people call Tupac.
Tupac, I'm sorry. Tupac.
I know.
I do.
If it was Tupac, it would have a K. You're not the first. Hopefully after tonight, you will be the last.
Awkward part.
Boy. All right, number 5, who's got this one? Me?
Yeah.
Sure. We found some fun T-shirts that take common animals and give them more appropriate names. Porcupine is called a stab rabbit.
There you go.
I like that.
A snake? Danger noodle.
Oh, then you have a danger noodle for a while?
Yeah, for 6 months or
An
so.
alligator? A murder log. A raccoon? Trash panda.
Yeah.
And a skunk is a fart squirrel.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Those are great.
I'm going to get you one of those T-shirts,
Yeah, I'd like
Paul,
that.
for
Give
your
me the little
birthday.
fart squirrel.
And number 4, let's go back, way back. It's the 1930s, 1931 to be exact, and that's when this term was born, Cockamami. It was a children's slang term at first, used to describe a decal applied to the skin like a temporary tattoo. But somehow between 1931 and 1936, the name changed. People started to use it as a way to describe a ridiculous, crazy, or wildly eccentric person. When used now, in modern day times, it's used to describe an off-the-wall or ridiculous ideal. As in, this dame came up with a cockamamie plan to turn her dog's hair into a winter coat.
Cockamamie.
All right.
All right, number 3. It's not really hard to see why waterbeds went out of fashion. Some industry analysts say about 20% of beds purchased in the early 80s were waterbeds. But by the 1990s, they were just about gone. Maybe it was because you had to snake the garden hose into your bedroom window and then fill the bed with 235 gallons of water. And if you wanted to move the bed even to the other side of the room, you'd have to drain the thing, which required another hose and a pump. And there was always some spillage, and the beds always leaked. It got to where landlords wouldn't even allow them. But still, the commercials were exceptional.
Experience a better night's sleep.
Oh, yeah.
It can happen on a waterbed. So much support and comfort. Doctors recommend waterbeds for patients with back problems. And the styling of the waterbed, you decide.
What's going on there?
She died getting
You
an
spend most
operation.
of your life in bed. Shouldn't you make the most of it?
Yeah.
Evening Tides Waterbeds with 3 convenient locations. We want you to experience flotation sleep on a waterbed.
Yeah. They should disbar every doctor who recommended one of these.
It was like it caused curvature of the spine. Did you ever?
Well, you'd
and they
like
were
to
never
think
filled
that,
up all the way.
if you could fill it right to the brim, it makes some sense.
Yeah.
It's nice and firm.
And then it makes you nauseous because you feel almost seasick. It's just not good.
Did you own one, or did you
No, a
just...
friend of mine had one. And you know, you have a sleepover
turn in
sometime,
one?
and then
Yeah.
it's like, and it was like.
And then you had sciatica for 3 years after that?
You can't. Yeah.
All right, number 2, air shorts. For a while in the 70s, they were all the rage.
Oh, yeah.
The idea
were
behind
not.
air shorts was simple. You'd wear them to help sweat off all that unwanted body fat. But there was a hidden little something extra about these shorts. Some claimed you get a bit of a massage from those strategically placed air pocket bubbles.
Really?
Sounds amazing, right?
Yeah.
Wrong. Air shorts were terribly uncomfortable. They caused people to sweat profusely all day long.
You think?
In that massage, a big flop. And here's a shocker. Nobody was losing weight by wearing them.
In spite of sweating all day long in them.
Air shorts didn't last very long. But just like waterbeds, the ads sure are fun to look at.
Oh, okay. All right, number 1. Let's see if anyone knows what this guy is doing.
Oh, yeah.
Which guy?
This guy right here. You see this guy?
Well, he's log driving. See, it says so right there on the screen. This is from Finland. This was also huge in America, in the Pacific Northwest. It's the way loggers moved sawed tree trunks from a forest to sawmills and pulp mills downstream. Was also the main transportation method of early logging industry in Europe and North America. Look at that's
that's
a
nice.
skill
You get that
set.
to stop, though.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. The walk back, though, is the downside.
That's impressive.
It sure is.
Seems a little inefficient if you could have like 20 of them.
Why does he have to be on it? Can't they just throw the
Yeah.
log in the river and let the current take it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll
at
get
this.
there eventually.
Right. But the fun and whimsy's gone.
Yeah, I know.
But you got to have some good balance
Yeah,
on
you
that thing,
do.
right?
This looks like the origin story in a superhero movie. Where he gets like impaled by the log and then, gets superpowers.
Yeah, that was good.
99, it's my favorite